Hello everybody, here's something you don't see every day. It's a triumph that is impromptu, and it combines one of the tricks I already invented, and obviously the idea of a triumph, to make this trick. So here it is. It's a completely normal deck of cards. It hasn't actually been shuffled yet. I just took it out of the box, so I'm just going to give it a few shuffles first. And you could hand this deck out for the spectator to shuffle. It really doesn't matter. It's a completely impromptu trick in every sense of the word. Here, I think that's mixed up enough. That's pretty good. I don't know if you can really see how mixed up this is on camera, but just take my word for it is. So, first thing you do is you have the spectator pick a card, any card they'd like. Let's say they pick this card. I'm going to see, I hope you can see this. I can't really tell. It should be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, you take it back, put it into the deck, and with a little bit of magic. Well, first thing you've got to do is you've got to ask them, was this your card? When they say no, obviously, you just take the card, place it down, give it a little wave, which changes it into the selected, I believe, the 6 of clubs that was picked. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this to the next level. We take half the pack face up, the other half stays face down. Your card goes roughly in the center, and then we shuffle this deck together again. Just like that. It's good enough, it's coming. There we go. Now, what you have now is mix up decks. Some of the cards are face up, some of the cards are face down, but look at this. Are you ready? So if I just take it, now every card actually has this little invisible crank right there. I got this idea from Eric Leclerc, Amazing Magician. Right there, and there. On those angels, they've always got an invisible crank. In fact, it's on both sides of the card. It's on every card, both sides, by the index corners, like this. Here we go. So what I do is I just give it a little crank. They're right there. And what that does is that straightens out the whole deck. So now all the cards are facing the exact same direction except for one card, which is, of course, your selected 6 of clubs. So how does this work? If you didn't already figure it out, you do is you have a card selected. Say they pick out this card, the 2 of diamonds. You need to control it to the top using any control you like. That one was a bit obvious that time, I believe. But here's one of the controls that I like to use a lot. I use this in my ambitious card routine to get it back up to the top. So you have them place their card into the middle, right there, and what you do is you just turn the packet over. What you're really doing is you're adding one card right there. So from here you square the pack up and take this top card, which they believe is their selection. That would be the 2 of diamonds, but it's really some random card. You stick it into the middle. This packet goes into the middle of that packet. You've now controlled the card to the top. From being controlled to the top, you need to now control it second from the bottom. So what you do is an overhand shuffle control, where you take the top and bottom cards, kind of like a, I don't know exactly what this is like. You just take the top and bottom card, and that gets the card second to the bottom, and then just do the rest of an overhand shuffle, and that gets the card to second to the bottom. So just to review that, you take both of these cards, pull them both down with your middle finger and thumb, and then do the rest of your overhand shuffle. You've now controlled the 2 to the second to the bottom position in the deck. From here, you need to catch a double break, pinky break underneath the bottom 2 cards. Say, was this your card? And I don't like to say, was this your card, the 9 of clubs? I don't want to point out the fact that it was the 9 of clubs. I just want yes or no. Was this your card? When they say no, and I'll tell you why later. Here, when they say no, you just take it, do a double lift, turn both cards face down, and now do this little move. What you're going to do is you're going to set down the top card. But you can't do it like this because then you'll flash another face down card. You can't do it like that because then you'll show that it's already changed. So what you do is you just a little undercover, you drop it down, let it fall, so they never see the this other face down card, or the face of this card, which pretty much is like this, but from the front, which you just don't see the face. From here, you do any magical gesture to change it into the 2 of diamonds, which was their selection, of course. Now, what you do is do the normal, classic triumph thing where you turn over half the pack face up, the other pack you turn face down like this, or sorry, also face up, but it looks like it's face down because it's got this one face down card on top. So what you're doing is, once again, you split the deck approximately halfway with your right hand or your dominant hand. You spread the cards, under cover of which you just turn this packet over so that all these cards are face up except for the top one. Square this up, put it down on the table, take their selection, put it face down, what they believe is the middle of the face down pack. Really, it's just going face down in the middle of the face up pack. Let's put it more in the middle. There you go. Now you do a table riffle shuffle, just like that. Make sure that this face down card goes down last. Just like that. Square it up. And then explain the idea of the invisible crank. This is something Eric Leclerc uses in his Triumph routine. I love this idea. And now, you're using it as an excuse to turn this card face up. So what you do is you pretend there's this invisible crank right there. You turn it. But you say, before you do that, you say, see that invisible crank there? If they say yes, just say, how can you? It's invisible. If they say no, then say, it's okay, it's invisible. Something like that. So it's actually on both sides of the card. Turn the card face up and say it's really on both sides of the card. And that's your excuse of turning the card face up so it matches all the other cards in the deck. Here's why I did not want them to really remember this card earlier. Now, the 9 of clubs was that card that said, is this your card? No, it was the 2 of diamonds. This is why I don't want them to remember the 9 of clubs. Because if they see it, they see that's a face down card. And then it turns out it was the only face down card. They could become a little bit suspicious as to the fact that, hey, that was the bottom card in the pack. That could have something to do with it. I don't think many spectators are that conscious of what's going on to really think like that. But just in case, you may want to take that extra precaution. Anyway, what you do is you just give it a turn, just like that, and then spread out the pack. Nice spread. Show that only one card is face down, and obviously that is their selection, in this case the 2 of diamonds. And one more thing before I go. I will, once again, be doing a Project 365 next year, so check out a link to my new channel right there. Every day in the year 2012, I will upload a magic video. So stay tuned. I will not be using this channel next year, except for maybe to enter contests and stuff. So, hope all you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channel, rate this video, thumbs up, comment below about what you think of this trick. See you next time.